Hello everyone. Today we will see the 11th system of the human body. As we all know, human body is made up of the different organ, and this different organ made up this different system, and there are 11 systems in our human body. So today we will see briefly about the 11th system of the human body. First we will see the integumentary system. Integumentary system is related to the skin, hair, nails. So integumentary system consists of the skin, structures associated with the skin such as hairs, nails, sweat glands and the oil glands. So these are the components. Hairs, this is the skin, entire body is covered with the skin, and the fingernails, which is also a part of integumentary system. And in the skin you can say this, there are the different structures, as it is having the sweat glands which produces the sweat. Then there is a sebaceous gland, this is the sebaceous gland which produces the oil. So these are the components of the integumentary system, and the function of the integumentary system is protection of the body. It protects the body, it prevents the penetration of the microorganism. It helps to regulate the body temperature. So internal environment and external environment, they separate and maintains the internal temperature of the body. It eliminates the some waste through the sweating. It helps to make the vitamin D by absorption of vitamin D and synthesis of vitamin D. And sensations such as touch, pain, warm, cold, vibration, these all sensations are felt by the skin or the integumentary system. Now the second system is the skeletal system, and it is composed of the bones. So as we had the 206 bones in our body, and there are different joints also in this system. Also that is associated with the cartilage. Cartilages are the protecting covering at the joints. So you can say in this diagram there are total 206 bones. It has the different bones of the skull, the rib cage, then the bones of the hands, that is humerus, ulna, radius, then these are the carpals, and these are the phalanges, this is the pelvis, this is the rib cage, this is the spinal column, this is the skull, scapula, this is the pelvic bone, this is the femur, this is tibia, and this is fibula. These are the tarsals and the metatarsals and the phalanges of the toes. So these are the bones, 206 bones, which makes the skeletal system. The function of the skeletal system, it supports and protects the body. It gives the shapes to the body. It provides a surface area for the muscle attachment. So muscles are attached with the bones, and it helps in the movement of the body, as we can do certain movements is that because of the skeletal system. It is the house that produces the blood cells, as it having the bone marrow, and this bone marrow is responsible for the production of the certain blood cells, and it also stores the minerals and lipids. So for example, calcium is stored in the bones. Moving on to the another system, that is the muscular system. So components of the muscular systems are the muscles. It has the skeletal muscles, because it is called as skeletal muscles because it is attached to the bones. So as you can see in the image, there are numerous muscles, as it is muscles are associated with the flexion, muscles associated with the extension, neck muscles, arm muscles, forearm muscles, chest muscle, abdominal muscles, gluteal muscles, these are the thigh muscles, these are the calf muscles, and there are ligaments are also associated. So ligaments and tendons also we are going to learn in the musculoskeletal system. Now what is the function of the musculoskeletal system? It produces the body movements with the helping of the skeletal system and the muscles, which creates the movements in the body such as walking. It also helping us in the stabilizing the body positions, and movement of the muscles generates the heat. Moving on to the another system, that is the nervous system. Nervous system consists of the brain. Brain has a different parts like cerebrum, cerebellum, brain stem, and this brain, with brain there is attached spinal cord, and it is called as the central nervous system. This spinal cord, and from the brain there are innervating various nerves, and the plexus are the from the major nerve. There are the branches of the nerves that is called as the plexus, and it makes the human body, and it has each and every organ has a nerve supply which help them to operate their work. So the function of the nervous system, it is generate the action potentials, that nerve impulses, it generates the impulses, it generates the sensations and regulate the body activities. Then it detects the changes in the body's internal and the external environments. So is there any changes in our body, that is detected by the nervous system only, and it interprets the changes, and it responds by causing the muscular contraction and the glandular reaction. So if there is changes in our body, so this nervous system shows some symptoms and shows some changes and triggers the impulses. So that is the functions of the nervous system. Another system is the endocrine system. Endo means inside, secretion of certain substances in the body that regulates certain system and certain process. So that is endocrine system. The components of the endocrine system, it has the many glands which are there. That is this one is the pineal gland, then the pituitary gland and the hypothalamus gland, the thyroid gland and the parathyroid gland, then this is the thymus gland, then the pancreas gland, then adrenal gland. Adrenal glands are located on the kidneys, and in male there are testicles, whereas in female it is ovary and placenta. During pregnancy they work it as endocrine system components. Talking about the function of endocrine system, it regulates the body activities by releasing some hormones, and these hormones are the chemical messengers which passes some messages and which is transported in the blood and forms an endocrine gland and the tissue to a target organ. So with the help of hormones, some body processes are carried out. Moving on to the another system, that is cardiovascular system, and the organs or the components of the cardiovascular system is the blood, you can say the blood, and the heart which pumps the blood, and the blood which are running into the arteries and veins, this red color arteries which carries the oxygenated blood, and this are the veins which carries the deoxygenated blood towards the heart. So talking about the functions of the cardiovascular system, the heart pumps the blood through the blood vessels, and arteries carries the oxygen and nutrients to the cell, and from tissues carbon dioxide and the waste products are carried towards the heart by the veins. It also helps to regulate the acid-base balance. It helps to regulate the temperature of the body and water content of the body fluids. Then blood components help to defend against the disease and repairs the damaged blood vessel. So this cardiovascular system is meant for circulating the blood in the body. Digestive system. The components of the digestive system, it starts from the oral cavity. It includes the mouth, some salivary glands, and which are sublingual glands, and the submaxillary glands, then the pharynx, then this is the esophagus, this is the stomach. In the stomach the food get digested and mixed with the HCl. Then this is the pancreas, and this is the small intestine, it is jejunum and duodenum, and this is the liver. This is the small structure, it is the gallbladder. From the small intestine it becomes a large intestine, and this is the ascending colon, transverse colon and descending colon, and this is the rectum, sigmoid column and the cecum. So these are the organs of the digestive system. The function of the digestive system, it achieves the physical and the chemical breakdown of the food. So for absorption of the food, the breakdown of the food is quite important, and it absorbs the nutrients. It absorbs the nutrients in the stomach and in the intestine, and after the absorption of the nutrients from the food, it eliminates the waste product from the anus. So these are the functions of the digestive system. Now talking about the urinary system, the components of the urinary system. So in the urinary system, the organs of the urinary system, there are the two bean-shaped kidney. It has the ureter, and there is a bladder which carries and stores the urine, and then there is a urethra. So in this male and female, there is only one difference. The male urethra is longer, whereas the female urethra is shorter. So these are the organs of the urinary system, and the function of the urinary system, it produces, stores and eliminates the urine. It eliminates the waste and regulates the blood volume and the chemical composition of the blood. It helps to maintain acid-base balance of the fluids and maintains body's mineral balance and helps to regulate the production of the red blood cells. So basically the urinary system is meant for the production of the urine, which excretes the waste products from the blood. Talking about the lymphatic system and the immunity system, the components or the organs of the lymphatic and the immunity system are the lymphatic fluid, which is called as the lymph, which flows into the lymphatic vessels. So you can see in this image, these are all the vessels, are the green color vessels which carries the lymph, and it also, lymph is also produced, and lymphatic organs includes the spleen. Yes, you can see this is the spleen, then the thymus gland, which is located over here. So this is thymus gland, which is also a lymphatic organ, and there are the lymph nodes. These are the node-like structures. These lymph nodes are the all organ having their own lymph nodes, the organs which drains into the particular lymph nodes, and there are tonsils. Tonsils are also included in the lymphatic system. So the organs of the lymphatic systems are the lymph fluid and the lymph vessels, and certain organs like spleen, thymus, lymph nodes and the tonsils. The functions of the lymphatic system and immunity, so it includes the returns proteins and fluid to the blood. So whatever the fluids are generated and the proteins that is returned to the blood, then carries lipid from the GI tract and it transfers to the blood. It includes the certain structures where the lymphocytes that protects against disease causing microbes, like we're talking about the tonsils, which having the microbes which protects against the microbes and protects against the maturing and the proliferation of the microbes. So this is about the lymphatic system. Now talking about the respiratory system, the organs of the respiratory system is divided into the two, upper respiratory tract and the lower respiratory tract. So it starts from the nasal cavity and the nostrils, then there is the oral cavity and the pharynx, that is oropharynx and laryngopharynx, then there is a larynx and there is a trachea. Then trachea divides from the point of the carina, it divides into the two, and it is bronchi, right main bronchus and the left main bronchus, then further divides and it becomes the bronchi and the alveolus, and there are the two lungs in the respiratory system. The lungs also has the lobes. Right lung has the 3 lobes, whereas the left lung has the 2 lobes. So these are the organs of the respiratory system. The function of the respiratory system, it includes transfer oxygen from the inhaled air to blood and carbon dioxide from blood to exhaled air. So that is vital function, that inhalation of oxygen and exhalation of the carbon dioxide. Then it also helps to regulate acid-base balance of the body fluids, and air flowing out of the lungs through the vocal cords, it produces the sound and it helps us to speak. So basically the respiratory system is meant for inhalation of oxygen and exhalation of carbon dioxide. Now we'll see reproductive system. So reproductive system, there are two reproductive systems. Male has a different reproductive system and the female has a different reproductive system. We'll see first about the male reproductive system, the components of the male reproductive system. So there are the two testes. These are the two testes and these are located in the scrotum. So this is combinedly called as a scrotum. Then this is the vas deferens. This is the vas deferens and these are the seminal vesicles. This is the prostate gland and from there this is the urethra. So in the male, urethra has place in the urinary system also and in the reproductive system also. And talking about the female reproductive system organs, they are the ovaries, then there is the fallopian tube and this is the uterus, this is the cervix and this is the vagina. So these are the reproductive organs of the female reproductive system. Now talking about the function of the reproductive system of both male and female. So gonads produces the gametes. In male it produces the sperm, testis produces the sperm, and in female ovary produces the oocytes or the ovum, and that unite to form a new organism. So the fertilization of the sperm and ovum causes the new human or the new organism. Now the gonads also release the hormones. Ovary and the testis releases the hormones which regulate the reproductive system and the other body processes. And associated organ transport and stores the gametes. So the gametes which are produced by the ovary and testis, there are some other structures which are responsible for the transporting of these gametes. So in the summary, we saw 11 systems of the human body. The human body consists of the 11 systems. First is the integumentary system. It includes the skin, hair, nails, and which protects the body and maintains the body temperature and very important for the maintaining homeostasis. Second is the skeletal system. Skeletal system composed of the 206 bones, joints and cartilage. This gives the structure and shape and support to the body and which are also responsible for the movement of the body. Third is the muscular system, the muscles which are very important for the movement of the body organs, body parts, and they are like flexion and extension. And in the muscular system, it includes the skeletal muscles. Then talking about the nervous system, brain and spinal cord and the nerves, different nerves are included in the nervous system, and the nervous system is responsible for the triggering the impulses. Then endocrine system. Endocrine system consists of the different glands like pineal gland, pituitary gland, thymus gland, parathyroid gland, thyroid gland, pancreas gland, and this adrenal gland, then testes and ovary in female. So these glands are responsible for secretion of some hormones and which regulates the certain body activities. Then talking about the cardiovascular system, it consists of the blood, arteries, veins, which is combinedly called as vessels, and the heart, and heart pumps the blood and in the entire body, which is responsible for transporting the oxygen and nutrients to the cells of the tissues, and from the waste and the deoxygenated blood carried by the veins and which reaches to the heart. Then talking about the digestive system, we learned about the digestive system. Digestive system has the different organs starting from the oral cavity, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, intestine, liver, pancreas, gallbladder, large intestine and the small intestine and the anal. Now this digestive system is meant for the absorption of the nutrients and the elimination of the waste substances from the body. Then urinary system meant for this formation of the urine and maintaining the acid-base balance of the blood and excretion of the waste product from the blood. Then lymphatic system having the organs like lymph vessels and the spleen and the thymus and the tonsils are considered as a lymph organ. Even the lymph nodes are also considered as the lymph organs, and which provides immunity to the body. Talking about the respiratory system meant for the inhalation and exhalation of certain gases, inhalation of O2 and exhalation of carbon dioxide. The organs of the respiratory systems are nostrils, then the pharynx, then larynx, trachea, then the right main bronchus and the left main bronchus, bronchi, alveoli, and the right lung and the left lung. Now, and the last system is the reproductive system. Male and female has the different reproductive system. Male has the testes, vas deferens, seminal vesicle, prostate gland, and the urethra. The male reproductive system, the testis produces the sperm, and in the female reproductive system, ovaries, fallopian tube, uterus, and the cervix and the vagina. Ovum is produced by the ovary, and the reproductive systems are meant for this regulation of certain hormones and the fertilization, which gives the birth of the new human. So this is all about the 11 systems of human body. Thank you.